see here, we cut this. This is the heavy stuff that we cut down. And, before it was dry, we finally got some rain. Haven't had any rain for 2 months. Finally got some rain. Then we got a lot more rain and a lot more rain. So we're finally got enough dry ground to roll this stuff over. But yeah, got a little stuff on the bottom. But when you get through it, it's still okay. It'll be all right. Most of it will get ground up anyway. But yeah, so this is what we're dealing with. Heavy regrowth. Getting it out of the regrowth. And we're going to roll it. And we're supposed to have record high temps. So we're just going to let the sun bake it dry. Then we'll come through and get her baled up. But see, he rolled too far on that one. It did the full flip. Yeah, I think he'll catch that. He'll get where it stops doing that, but we just had to adjust where he's sitting. A lot better deal. That's what I really like about this rake. This is what it's perfect for. I mean, this is the whole idea for this rake. It's just this right here, and you couldn't ask for a better deal. Because we got to roll this stuff out and just let it dry. There's nothing else we can do with it. Just get it off the ground, pull it up, and let it start drying. We're not going to run a V-rake through here right now, because if we do, our windrows will get too big and tight, and then we won't get the dry down that we're looking for. So this is where the little sidekick really shines, and they're just a phenomenal rake for what they're doing. They are sometimes they can be a little spendy, but in a situation like this, they just pay for themselves just instantly almost. So they really allow you to take some really nasty wet hay and do something with it, because this has got tall regrowth, it's wet, it's stuck to the ground, and you can go through and make it where it's usable again. So, and I know there's other rakes out there that do that. The hydraulic rakes and stuff like that, they're great. I'm not saying they're not, but we're not leaving anything. We're leaving absolutely nothing on that windrow, and yeah, it's very uneven field. It's not your typical hay field. This thing was disced and planted and wasn't perfectly smooth. So a lot of those hydraulic rakes, you get them set, and then all of a sudden you're digging where there was a disc, where the disc threw up some ground. You're digging through the ground, and these things, we do a little digging here, but for the most part, it's a pretty good deal. We're pretty happy with it. We're not happy that the hay is in such poor condition, but we're definitely happy that we got the rain, because we absolutely needed the rain. We were just getting horribly dry, and now we've got another chance for another cutting. So anyways, just thought you'd like to see the little sidekick rake in action. A lot of people pissed and moaned when I showed that thing, but that's what it's for, right there. And if you're in a situation like that and you need to get some hay out, they're a pretty good deal. And they're just, I haven't found a heavy enough windrow for it not to work. I've never found a heavy windrow that it will not work in. So there's some guys who got the rotary rakes and the basket rakes and everything, and they all have their place. The basket rakes they're good in this tall stubble like this, because when the hay gets pounded down, they'll bring it and pull it out, and they do a very good job for that. But you know, there's a volume of hay here, I only want to roll one windrow at a time so it'll dry faster. Then I'll come through it and I'll double it up and then just run through it. But anyways, thought you might want to see that.